Well, guess what? Do you guys remember when we were doing the summer wells? One thing that I tried to tell everybody that I remembered is Betty had to be the first one to put everything out.
Yes.
And all she did was put out a picture of all of us with Dudley a jam. She lost her shit. Betty's afraid. Betty's afraid of me, Jay, because I'm very confrontational and I get right in your face. And the way that she was talking to Jonathan and the way that she was talking to what's her name was not the way that she was going to talk to me. And she got nasty with me and Jonathan Lee. And it was all because we were in the car.
Huh.
And they were invited by Ukulele Lady to have a vegan lunch.
Who's Ukulele Lady?
What the hell is her name? The one that I recorded her daughter sitting next to me.
Oh, Robin.
Robin Lane.
I didn't know she played the ukulele.
But when we walked into the church, she was on stage and she had a ukulele and she was singing loud.
Oh.
And I'm like, look at this like that. And then all of a sudden she gets off the stage, sits right next to me and goes, "Hi, I'm Robin," and shakes my hand. And I had a mask on and I never wear a mask, even in the height of COVID. You got to force me. And I go, "I'm Marissa." I don't think she realized Marissa was Molly Golightly at the time. But she's like, "Hi, nice to meet you." And I was like, "Hi, Marissa." Now Jonathan got kicked out because Jonathan sticks out like a sore thumb. I didn't get kicked out. I'm not gonna say I was. The little girl just touched my purse. Dawn said that I accused her of going into my purse. That did not happen. I couldn't sit in that church. Number one, because I was wearing a mask. Number two, I was disgusted just thinking about how I walked in the church. When everybody walked in the church and we walked in separately. Betty said, "I'm gonna walk in with Olivia and Mom, and then you guys walk in separately." I walked in second, so the people there were greeting Mom and Olivia and Betty, and I was looking around. And when I walked into the Seventh Day Adventist, which was the Kansas, whatever. It was one of their churches. I noticed there was a whole shitload of pictures of all the children of the church. And the pictures weren't in frames. They were just printed out and like taped to the wall. There was nothing of Summer. There was no missing sign. There was nothing. So while I was sitting back there and I'm sitting next to Robin, I just wanted to puke. I didn't know that he was already thrown out because he was sitting on the other side. I didn't know Jonathan was already thrown out. But I couldn't sit there because I thought about the video of all the children in that church being streamed all the time. And there was one particular video where it was disturbing. It was of Summer Wells, and she was wearing a dress and little stockings, and she had a shaved head, and she was grabbing herself and bending over. And in a church of hundreds of people, not one person made any sort of obvious observation that child was groomed or abused. And thinking about all the children on the wall, you something happens to you, like that you're not supposed to be there. And I had to get up and walk out, and you just want to puke because everything is off, and there's nothing you can do. I can't just stand up and say, "You people are all friggin' nuts." Everything that you want to say, you can't really say. And you can't even say it on a YouTube video. And at the same time, not everyone in that church is guilty. But how did everybody just sit there and watch the church stream these children?
It's disturbing.
Exactly. And it was not the place for me. And I'm not going to break bread, Betty. I'm not going to sit there and be fake because I want free food. And because I want to talk to people who are obviously into drugs, alcohol, and boozing it up on 110 Ben Hill Road in the daytime, Robin Lane, hanging out with Benny Keys. And those two freaks that I never liked and I wanted.
Cam and Ellie.
Yeah.
Yep. I said the same thing.
I said, "Look at these little ragamuffin losers." I said, "Don't talk to them." I said, "You're going to tell me those bitches have been up there 9 times and didn't come back with a chocolate chip? A chocolate chip of information."
Yeah, that was wild. Remember that day when they were all hanging out up there?
I thought I was going to die. What was Robin Lane doing up there?
I know. She was with him. That was fucking wild.
And then had the nerve to tell the Kingsport police that she thought I was trying to kidnap her daughter. She said that.
Oh my God, Molly.
I swear on my son.
Wow.
That's what she told the Kingsport police, because the Kingsport police officer was the same person that showed up. He said, "I took the call yesterday at Robin Lane's house." I said, "Really?"
Fuck.
He goes, "I'm the same cop." He goes, "Yeah, we gave her a card. I gave the card." He goes, "Yes." He goes, "Just because, they're about the same height and they both have blonde hair and look alike doesn't mean that, that's Summer." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "Well, she thinks that you want to, what do you call it, her kid." And I'm like, "Ew, I don't want a fucking dirty kid. I don't need 4 children." But Robin Lane is bad news. And everyone wanted to make her out like she was the same. Well, if she was
I thought they were all weirdos.
So did I.
I thought they were all fucking weirdos. And I didn't trust any of them people.
Nope.
That had to be wild. Seriously, that had to be wild on Ben Hill Road, for real.
Trust me, I was dying too. Did you see him throwing the flares over our heads?
He was nuts.
Betty Keys coming down, and I
with
said,
his 2x4 or whatever he was carrying, or a log.
He had like half a tree. I said, "If he hits me, let me take care of it." I said, "Keep on rolling. I don't care if he's stabbing me to death. You keep on rolling," because I had a do-it-herself hammer right in my pants.
Hey, you know who that man was that you guys met in the middle of Ben Hill Road, right?
No.
That man that stopped and said, "I live right over here," or whatever, and Jonathan was talking to him.
He's the father of the
pedo, right? The one that.
Yeah.
Okay, you did put that connection. That's weird. And then that son that was arrested for the pedo lived by the Boswell baby. They were neighbors. Yeah, that's fucked up, right?
They're all creepy.
And then you got Austin's fucking son, right?
Yeah.
With all the charges, and then does a year and he's out. Some weird shit going on around there.
There is, and everything's a silent undercurrents. And my mother was very, very concerned with that. My mom was concerned with that. I said, "Mom, don't worry." I said, "I scare them a lot more than they scare me."
Molly. So did you see Betty's live this morning?
Yep.
Oh, you already watched it?
She's playing victim. I just hope that this judge sees that after all this drama that they have been causing, I'm a victim. Betty, you are done.